Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Glitch Text, Season 2, Episode 3. So it's been longer than I really would have liked it to be for this series. We missed a bit with this one, unfortunately. Just kind of ended up not working out to get to it as much as I would have hoped. But we are back. We are continuing this, obviously. And we're here with episode 3. So last time we had the entire thing with the first game and everything, and the pixel glitch from that. Also, we got to see Five riding a rainbow laser unicorn, which was amazing. But continuing on, I just don't know where the season's going to go because we have the one new character introduced in episode 1. Then we still have like the kind of mysteries that are season 1 kind of set up for us, including like Hinobi's HQ and everything. What's going on with them? So there's a lot of questions really. And I don't know what we're going to get answers to. But we'll just kind of have to see. Either way, I am still very excited for this because Glitch Text has just proven to be really just phenomenally good. So we're going to find out today what this episode has in store for us. I obviously know nothing going forward. I know nothing about the episodes or any future stuff with any characters or anything. So we'll just have to see. As I said in the past reactions, though, I still do want to see more of the other Glitch Techs have a focus this season. Characters like Zara and her partner. Even to a lesser degree, the Goober ones. I can't remember their names for the life of me. Mitch, obviously, he's going to still have a role to play, but you know what I mean. The others, I want to see have more of a role still. Hell, I would even be cool with seeing Phil take a more active role at times. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Either way, we're just going to get this started and kind of hope for the best, really. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so let's be honest. This episode was made because of all the big stuff surrounding Five Nights at Freddy's and shit. Because of how big and popular that became, stuff like this has become more mainstream. A lot more like references to this have popped up and all to this kind of thing. Because even if it was not for that, honestly, I don't think people would really think about like the old Chuck E. Cheese stuff, like where this all like came from and all. It was kind of outdated, you could say. It's kind of like faded out of the public consciousness. For the most part, it's like, yeah, people remembered it, but it really wasn't like no one ever really thought about it. But then Five Nights at Freddy's kind of reinvigorated that idea very heavily. And Gravity Falls kind of tried to do the same thing as well, but it's like it just never caught it on as much as like with Five Nights at Freddy's, but still. Either way, so this episode was good. It was good enough. The idea like of being so scared of these animatronics and stuff is like, oh yeah, that's like nothing new. It's not a new concept. It's not a new idea. The idea that Miko destroyed one as a kid because she got so scared is interesting enough, and the fact that Fi was like obsessed with it because he never got to experience it himself, like yeah, I can get that. Um, but the episode was pretty basic otherwise. It just it didn't do anything special. It was good, mind you. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was still like high quality, like glitch text tends to be, but it felt like one of those just everyday episodes, one of those everyday good, high quality glitch text episodes. And just unlike the first two episodes of this season, didn't really feel special. The first two felt special. The first one introducing obviously a new character who was just like just instantly likable. And episode two, of course, having the entire connection with the first game concept and just kind of really showing love to a lot of classic retro gaming, um, which is always really great to see. This one, by comparison, it's like the only thing it really had going for it was playing off of that entire Chuck E. Cheese's Five Nights at Freddy's idea of the creepy animatronics. That's really all this episode had going for it, and it suffered in my eyes because of it. Not that again, it wasn't bad, and nothing about it was bad. It's just it wasn't special. It wasn't exciting. It went with a concept that at this point didn't feel especially interesting, and it didn't do enough with it. Like they could have done, I feel, more with it, and the entire Keiki Von Smasher design was not that great, honestly. Like if the Ralphie Bear animatronic had come to life, and if they definitely went more into the horror aspects of it rather than just being chased around by a glitched animatronic, I think it could have been better. Like maybe have the animatronic gain not just like make it so that its programming is all messed up and it thinks it wants to smash Hector, but like having it actually gain some level of sentience, maybe having like it turn out all the lights and chase them through the darkened restaurant and stuff, like that would have been more interesting. That would have been better. The way they did it here is just they didn't go far enough. That's my only issue. They did not go far enough with it, with the concept of the creepy animatronic. They basically did the bare bones, and I'm not complaining about the creators or the writers or anything. Exactly. It's just I'm just saying it's like it wasn't as good as I feel it could have been with this concept. Plus, admittedly, people have by this point gotten a little tired of the Five Nights at Freddy's thing because Five Nights at Freddy's became so oversaturated with games and other media tie-ins that it's not bad or anything, and people still like it, but it's gotten kind of old at this point. The kind of luster of it has worn off. The just overall excitement over its concept, it just isn't as much there anymore as it used to be. Because for the first few Five Nights at Freddy's games, like the concept, like the creepy animatronics and everything, the huge lore behind the games and all, like that was huge for a while. It was really huge, but nowadays it's like, oh yeah, people still like it, but it's like it's just not as culturally massive as it once was. It's kind of just faded. And so I feel like having this episode at this point, it doesn't work as well as I feel like they hoped it would. And again, I want to hammer it in that it was not bad. It was still good. It was very good. It was enjoyable. It was funny. Even if it was predictable, that doesn't necessarily mean bad. I hate it when people equate predictability as just automatically being bad. Um, it was still very good. It just wasn't anything special. It didn't do anything interesting with its concept. Like I said, it did the bare bones. It did the lowest possible denominator of what this concept could be. And I just I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. Um, though I will admit there were some definite highlights in this. Miko wearing the Ralphie Bear costume was hilarious and not what I really thought was going to happen. I thought she was going to try to get the animatronic to come out or whatnot. Um, I love Phil in this episode. Like Phil was actually fantastic, especially with the tickets. Especially, it's like that was good. I really liked that. Um, but yeah, it's like there were good ideas. I just feel like they weren't fully executed on, at least not the way I would have hoped. But again, I can't like truly complain about this episode. It wasn't bad. It was still very good. It was enjoyable, but I just wish it was more. But tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of Glitch Text. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.